Hello everyone and welcome back to Colorado Health Coach. My name is Elizabeth and I am the Colorado Health Coach. In today's video we are going to be reacting to the first time to Amberlynn Reid. I am no stranger to Amberlynn. I have been following her weight loss or weight gain journey for the past 8 years. I want to say she's been on this journey for 10 years now, so I missed out on the first 2 years, but I've been watching her on and off for the past 8 years just struggle and gain and make empty promises, and we'll see what she's up to these days. We're going to be reacting together to What I Ate in a Day compilation of Amberlynn Reid.
Today's video is going to be me sharing what I ate a few days ago, where I woke up positive, determined, ready to
That's
be
a nice start, you
on
know?
track, and I started the day
That's
really
a great
good,
mindset to start any day.
And somewhere in the middle of the day, it all came tumbling down. I am going to be sharing calories and everything, and at the end of this.
So I'm glad that she's at least keeping track and counting her calories, but because she's been on this constant roller coaster of weight gaining, and mainly weight gaining, not really losing, but she has been attempting to lose, and I know she's capable of it. I know she's done it before in the past. I don't know if she's like a Nikocado avocado situation where they're kind of doing a social experiment. That's at least the impression that I get from Nikocado, but Amberlynn's been doing this for far longer than he has, so we'll see what she has to say. I do believe that she does struggle, however, with a binge eating disorder, and she is a food addict from what I recall from past videos.
I'm going to share, because I have my laptop right here, and I pay for premium on my FitnessPal for when I...
Don't forget to drink your water, everyone. This is my I Heart Colorado cup. I aim to drink at least, I want to say 80 ounces, if not 90 ounces of water a day. That is my overall goal on average, but sometimes I just don't achieve that, and that's okay. You know, as long as you strive for that goal when it comes to your water consumption, you're a-okay in my book. A lot of people struggle from going to no water to massive amounts of water, and that's why I recommend people start out little by little, 12 ounces, then you add 5 more ounces every 3 to 4 days. You just keep adding 5 more ounces to your intake until you reach your ideal goal when it comes to your water intake per day.
I count calories. It shows the totals of everything. So not only am I going to show you calories, but I'm going to show you how many carbs I had, how much fat I had, protein, sodium, and sugar for the whole day.
Okay, so I'm glad that she's not just counting calories, she's also counting macronutrients, it looks like. However, I don't know the impact that it truly has on her looking back at her daily total. We'll see.
Let's get into it. The Premier protein, and I want to say I have tried chocolate and vanilla as well, and out of the 3, the vanilla is disgusting. Premier protein.
So I'm glad she's at least trying other flavors of this Premier protein shake. I do recommend you make your own protein shakes yourself so you know exactly what's in there. You can put fruits and veggies in there. Collagen, if you're a lady, collagen, like even if you're a guy, collagen, super important, especially when you're hitting 25 and over. You especially need collagen supplementation.
Cookies and cream is the way to grow. It's the way to go, so I definitely recommend it. So for meal number 2, I made a veggie stir fry. So I had baby carrots that were 35 calories that I cut up
Glad
myself.
that she's showing photos.
I had broccoli, which was 60 calories, some baby sweet corn, which came out to 60 calories. The water chestnuts came out to 100, and then I used 6 tablespoons of General Tso sauce, which was 198 calories. So for this meal it was 453.
So that's really great that she had all those veggies and everything. Instead of the General Tso sauce, I would recommend doing a low sodium option. I'll look up the sodium contents of that specific sauce and put it up on the screen, but a low sodium option is totally recommended. I would also, if she still wants to stick to the veggie route, I would also put in some bean sprouts in there just to emulate noodles, especially longer bean sprouts to emulate noodles, in order to get that proper stir fry feel if she truly wants to go an all veggie route.
Honestly, it was super, super delicious. I 10 out of 10 recommend. Okay. I
at least it satisfied her.
And
that's great.
Filled me up like a lot. So I'm not sure what switched inside of me.
And here's where things are gonna take a turn. I just feel it.
Whatever, I do what I want.
I overeat in large quantities for several different reasons.
Okay.
And it just felt very robotic. I felt like I couldn't control myself.
I want to know what her reasons are. I want her to
show you.
explain.
So prior to these next food decisions, I guess you could say, they're not even decisions, because it's like I literally felt like it wasn't me. The first
Girl. So by her saying it wasn't her, she's kind of taking herself out of a state of responsibility. Everyone is in control of themselves. Yes, there are food addictions. Yes, there are EDs, but we do have a choice at the end of the day, you know? And whether it be compulsion or, I don't know, some other psychological reason, she just ignores her body cues, her fullness cues. She's such a mind-boggling public figure, Amberlynn, but by her saying it wasn't her, she's basically taking no accountability for her actions that she's about to describe, which is not good.
Intuitive with it, I was thinking about what I feel like would be right for me, and my calorie limit and what would make me feel the best. But everything I eat from this point on, I wasn't thinking. I'm not making excuses whatsoever. It's just,
girl, yes, you are making excuses. By you saying all these things, you are trying to make excuses for yourself. Take accountability, you know, and start anew. No one's trying to judge you. No one's trying to root against you. It's just frustrating to see someone go in and out of this mindset and have no accountability.
how it is for me, unfortunately. So here we have a box of wheat thins, and we have this garlic and herb soft spreadable cheese, which is super amazing. So they were both unopened, and by the time I was done, I ate the whole bag.
So by her saying that they were unopened and she finished both of them, that's telling me that she has no sense of portion control. She has no sense of accountability when it comes to her food choices. By all means, you can have those two choices. There's nothing wrong with those choices. However, as a snack in between meals, in between lunch and dinner, that's fine, as long as you go according to the portion size. And by her eating the whole box, it's going to be an absolute just onslaught of calories. Unnecessary calories. Empty calories. She's not in a calorie deficit, and all of those calories, food is fuel. It's meant to give us energy. And as far as I can tell, she's not doing as much physical activity as she should in order to burn off all these calories, in order to be in a calorie deficit or even maintain her weight.
Of wheat thins, which is 128 pieces according to their nutritional thing on the back of it. And I ate all of the garlic and herb cheese, which is so good, which supposedly is 18 tablespoons.
I guarantee you, even though she ate this and she probably felt amazing in the moment, afterwards she felt horrible. If you listen to your body cues when it comes to being hungry and being full, you would be very surprised.
tablespoons. So for the wheat thins, it was 1,120 calories.
How does she not get the chills saying that number out loud? This I don't know. I don't know how they do it. Not getting the chills, not being concerned for themselves.
And for the spreadable cheese was 600 calories, which came out to 1,720. And I wanted to...
So she's not, you know, in the dark about this. She knows exactly her intake, which is great. I'm glad she's taking accountability when it comes to, you know, keeping track of what she's eating. However, by her saying it was someone else, she kind of is disassociating from the event and not taking any accountability for her actions. That is what I have an issue with.
Tell you right now, after this, I felt so sick.
I'm
my
glad she's
stomach
being
started
honest with her audience
cramping,
about
and
it.
It was going on for about an hour, just like these horrible pains, and it was 100% because of the cheese. Obviously,
Well, good. At least
if I
you
would have
know.
had a
At least you know your
normal
downfall.
portion, I wouldn't have felt sick like that.
Yeah.
But I
So she knows if she had a normal portion, she wouldn't be feeling like this. She knows if she had a normal portion that it wouldn't have been that big of a number and that big of a slash when it comes to her overall goal. It's so frustrating. I totally see why she has an audience and why they watch her, and the people who get frustrated with her and the people who still want to support her, but it's just so conflicting, her content. And she knows what she's doing. She does. She's been doing this for 10 years.
whole thing.
I just don't know why someone would want to put their overall health, their overall longevity of life in jeopardy for views. And by her doing this, she's kind of painting a picture that you cannot do this. You cannot go on a weight loss journey and be successful. She's basically painting that picture to the public, the struggles of weight loss. And people turn to her and, you know, use her as an excuse themselves. And that's just sad.
Death and despair! Death and despair! Hello?
Because there are people out there who are that size, that do take accountability, that do want a healthier life, that are willing to just step out there. Like, go check out Sean of Steel. He is doing a great job with his weight loss journey. I watch him all the time. I've commented on a few of his videos, and he just has a wonderful personality. If you want to go watch someone on their weight loss journey who actually is doing it right, who's actually, you know, doing commentary on other people, go and check him out, because yeah, he's one to follow. He's one to root for. Let's continue with Amberlynn.
And it was like autopilot. So it was about an hour later and I was still feeling sick, but it's almost like I couldn't stop myself from eating.
So even though she felt sick, she still felt the urge to eat. And that is just so problematic. That really tells me that she has much more deeper seated issues that she needs to address. So she definitely should go and see a therapist about deeper set traumas, probably.
So I had 2 packs of these salami snack packs.
So when you're sick, do you really want to go straight for deli meat and everything? If I were feeling sick, I would go straight for maybe saltine crackers, maybe some soup. But no, not Amberlynn. She goes straight into the Ollie salami.
I like to have them as a snack.
So their serving size on those is just 1. And she reportedly had 2. So that is 300 calories. 300 empty calories. Maybe if she snacked throughout the day, the portion sizes that were appropriate, she could have success. She could. You know, and then of course physical activity plays a role as well, which I don't believe she's getting enough of at the moment.
Because I had ate some like days prior. So for those 2 things came out to 700 calories.
Okay.
And I didn't stop there. A few hours later I had couscous in roasted garlic olive oil, and I had the whole box myself.
So I believe 1 whole size box is meant for a family of 6, I believe. I mean, whenever my mom made a box, you know, of rice and everything like that, which was very rare. It fed all 4 of us, myself included, plus, you know, like we had leftovers. So I'm assuming it feeds roughly a family of 6. And she had that all to herself.
This is how much it was.
So
it doesn't look like a lot, but it was a whole box, and that came out to 810 calories. And
because it's meant as a side to go along with a protein, to go along with a vegetable, to be accompanied by something else in a fully balanced meal. That is why, Amberlynn, it was 800 for just that one box.
And I remember while I was eating it, I was probably halfway through with the bowl and I was no longer hungry. I was full.
Did you keep going though?
My stomach hurt. I was bloating. I felt miserable.
Okay.
Sluggish, but it's like I couldn't stop eating.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna have a BF. Oh my god. She's gonna have a bitch fit. Oh.
How can you say you feel these cues to stop and yet you feel the urge to keep going? Something is deep rooted in her that she needs a psychiatrist, a therapist to address her relationship with food, because this is just deep set in her ways at this point.
Do this thing when I have salty, I want something sweet afterwards. So I had about 4 tablespoons of this Jif creamy peanut butter, and that came out to 380 calories.
See, like if she did small meals throughout the day, she could do that small serving of rice with that stir fry over top if she wanted to. She could do sliced up apple with this peanut butter on the side, maybe a banana. She could totally do a smoothie, like a protein shake, all by herself and not purchase one, and just pack that full of nutrients. Drop my pen, but pack that full of nutrients.
Nutrients.
Something to think about, Amberlynn.
Yeah. So that's everything I ate, and that's the reason why I'm gaining weight, because I start every day, majority of every day, on track. And then
So she's implying that every single day her mindset just shifts and this magically happens. And I would have thought she would have gone to see a therapist about her relationship with food, her very unhealthy relationship with food by now, you know, in her journey.
and something just
I don't think she wants it that badly.
It's like I'm no longer who I was when I first woke up, and it's so confusing to me. So
There's that disassociation again, you know, disassociating herself from her actions, not taking accountability.
total, I ate 4,223 calories.
4,000
I had
over 4,000 calories.
472 carbs, 206 fat, 137 protein.
So hearing those numbers just is making me cringe. I don't know if you could see it on my face, but it's so mind-boggling to me that she's comfortable consuming that much per day.
The sodium and the sugar is like what really triggers me.
I'm glad she's triggered too.
I had
I'm not alone in this.
1,017 milligrams of sodium.
Oh my god, no way! No way! No way, no way!
And I had 104.
She is bloated as hell with all that sodium intake. She has to be bloated. Like, can you imagine the fluid she's carrying in her legs? How she's bloated in her midsection? Like, if she would cut out all that sodium, I guarantee you she would lose like probably 30-40 pounds
44
just in the water weight.
sugar. So for my first meal today,
Alright, well, I'm going to stop right there. We are going to save the rest for another video because, yeah, hearing those numbers aloud, it's just so, it's triggering for her, it's triggering for us. No wonder her audience is upset with her. Anyway, I hope my audio is way better than it was my previous video. I turned off my fans over there on my fish tank. I turned off my air purifier. I turned off the fan over here just in order for the sound to be a little bit better of quality. Let me know in the comments if it's better or worse or the same, and any suggestions for, you know, future videos. If you would like to work with me, I am a health and life coach. If you are interested in signing up and being a client of mine, please email me at coloradohealthcoach@gmail.com. Once again, that is coloradohealthcoach@gmail.com. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you all for watching. Bye.